You possess vivid ambitions and clear long-term goals, yet you often find yourself physically frozen when it comes time to execute. You can see the success you want, but you cannot seem to make yourself move toward it. This usually leads to a predictable daily loop. You abandon your work to scroll on your phone, promise yourself that tomorrow will be different, and then lie awake at night feeling intense guilt over the wasted hours. This paralysis is a biological survival mechanism rather than a moral failing or a lack of talent. It is a predictable response from a brain that has been conditioned to prioritize immediate safety over long-term growth. This diagram models the psychological tension between your ambition and survival instincts. When you contemplate a difficult goal, your brain categorizes the required effort and potential failure as threats, causing it to default to the safety mode of low-effort comfort. While this instinct protects you from short-term discomfort, it habitually erodes your long-term potential. Every day you choose comfort, you reinforce a brain pattern that treats your own dreams as non-essential. The first requirement of a functional action system is shrinking your goal until it no longer triggers an alarm. You must take your intimidating project and reduce it to a single 15-minute microtask. A valid microtask must be incredibly small, writing one paragraph, making one phone call, or sketching for a few minutes. This reduction in scale slips past your internal threat detection radar. Because the task appears harmlessly small, your brain doesn't trigger resistance. Identify your single microtask now. Choose the smallest action that moves you forward and commit to it. Bypassing the brain's alarm system through extreme scale reduction allows you to initiate work reliably. It removes the need to wait for motivation, which is a feeling that rarely arrives when things get difficult. Consistent discipline is driven by environmental design. Relying on raw willpower is a systemic failure because willpower is a finite resource that drains throughout the day. You must immediately clear your physical workspace and close every digital tab that isn't essential to your 15-minute task. Visual clutter creates cognitive friction. Take your smartphone and put it in an entirely different room. This is a non-negotiable step. If the device is within your reach, you have already lost the battle for your attention. Every time a distraction is visible, your brain burns energy deciding not to look at it. Removing the distraction entirely preserves that energy for the work you actually want to finish. Changing your environment transforms productive action into the default path. When you remove the physical option to fail, staying focused becomes the easiest thing to do. Many people stay stuck because they are waiting for ideal conditions or a flawless plan. They believe they need to feel ready before they can begin. Perfectionism functions as a fear-based avoidance strategy. It allows you to delay your work under the guise of maintaining high standards, protecting you from the reality of being tested. For your 15-minute task, you must explicitly commit to producing low-quality work. Your only goal is to show up. Consistency must be established before quality can manifest. Inaction leads to a dead end. Even a failed attempt provides data and builds the muscle of discipline, making it infinitely more valuable than a perfect plan in your head. Accepting a messy start is the required price of entry. You build a habit of excellence by first building a habit of simply showing up, regardless of the initial quality. You likely carry a heavy weight of guilt over past wasted days and unfinished projects. This emotional baggage often makes it even harder to start again today. You must separate your behavior from your identity. Laziness is a temporary state of action, not a permanent character trait. You are someone with potential who has simply been practicing avoidance. Using shame as a motivator is neurologically ineffective. Self-hatred creates more internal stress, which actually triggers the brain to seek out more distractions as a way to escape the negative feelings. The forgiveness protocol requires you to immediately shrug off yesterday's procrastination. You must grant yourself permission to restart your microtask today without the weight of past failures. Practicing self-compassion serves as a tactical requirement for maintaining long-term momentum. It ensures that a single bad day doesn't turn into a bad month. Watching productivity videos is often just another form of sophisticated procrastination. It gives you the feeling of progress without the reality of effort. You already have all the information you need to begin. Acquiring more knowledge right now will not help you. Only execution will. Close this video immediately. Sit in your distraction-free environment and execute this single 15-minute micro-task you identified earlier. The initial resistance will be high, but enduring that discomfort is how you rewire your brain. Each time you push through, the resistance gets quieter. Your future identity depends on closing the gap between dreaming and doing. Stop planning your life and start living it. Your 15 minutes starts right now.